Like, truthfully, you might want to, you know, model this thing out flat and do like a whole bend deformer and turn it into a pipe maybe. So you can model out one of those flowers. You guys could do that. You know, absolutely. It's kind of got like a spherical flower shape to it. Let me lower, you know, our topology here. I don't want this thing to be crazy dense. That'll get the job done, just like that. Just detach and delete, and just delete the top up here too. You know, get like a flower shape started with like a petal, that spherical end. Reverse the shape out here. And then just extrude these edges. You can give it a little bit of taper if you want to, right? Something like that. And what I like to do when I'm duplicating things is I'll do something like this where I model it out like this. Actually, no, I don't want this thing to be tapered out because I want there. When we do a bend deformer on this thing and wrap it into a circle, it's going to taper this stuff in for us. So do not worry about that just yet. Get your spacing correct on these things. And what I like to do here is I'll combine it together. Grab those edges. If you have the same amount of edges selected there, you can do a bridge to snap it in. Put a division in there too if you're worried about geometry. But then I come in here and I detach this, okay? And what this is going to open me up for here is something like this, where I can come in here, snap my pivot over here, and just do a Shift D to do a smart duplicate and just line it up. Line it all up the way that you need it to be. Come in here, do a, we'll combine them together. Merge the vertices. They should merge up pretty good without you even messing with anything, honestly. And then we get our bend deformer out. Actually, here, I want to do one more thing. One more subtle thing here first, because this part of the model has like a little bend to it already. Or it's got a little something going on there. I'll flatten this out, actually. I want to give myself just like 1 or 2 lips here for the roundness on the sides. Because this guy needs to bend a little bit first. So let me do like 1 bend deformer here. Rotate it on its side here. Get it 90 degrees. See if it's bending the right way. Yep. Okay. Now I only want one side of this thing bending, so I'm gonna take out the low bound here, and I'm gonna shrink this down because I only want this thing bending around that little curve, and I'll even slide it over here to the outside. You know, I only want it bending on the edges here. So that's giving me that little flared out lip that's happening. I wonder if raising it up won't do anything. Now I may need to take it even higher. I may need to take it to like 220 or something crazy. Okay, but that's giving me that little round shape there. Maybe pulling it out. Yeah, let's do something more like this. There we go. That looks better. Looking a little bit better that way. Delete my history on this guy, and let's load up that next deformer now, the other bend deformer. So now I'm gonna switch this guy over this way. Do another bend deformer on this guy, going the opposite direction. Almost. Good gravy. It's usually like within like 5 degrees. Like I think 183 has been my magical number for these things usually. Let's see where the geometry is. We're kind of overlapping here. Let's go back to that bend deformer and go to like 182. Ooh, so close. I think that's what we have to stick with here though, honestly. So grab this guy up and, you know, maybe I need to delete the history of this because it's messing with my deformer. Kind of just grab these guys and get them kind of close to each other. And they should merge together. Let's go, let's merge the center. Okay, so, but now that flowering shape kind of has that taper on the interior. We can, you know, widen this up a little bit more. You know, maybe there's another edge loop in here that we want to kind of continue that little flare upwards. Okay, but that's your detail that's happening right here, and you can, you know, keep that kind of stuff going. Okay, not difficult, just the way that you approach it. All right. You know, before you get too heavy into these things too, you know, it might benefit you to like make, before you duplicate things out, you may want to do like some bevels to get some holding edges in there for the high res first. That way, you know, the shape's giving you some better results. You know, sharper edges if you wanted it to be. Okay. That's how it's done though.